Greetings, user. If you found this audio recording, it means you found the only journal entry I've ever made. And I've tried to make a hobby of making more, I just never got around to it while I was on the island. And I'll explain. I should probably introduce myself, that would be better first. My name is Robert F. Jones, and some of you might be familiar with the name of Jonesy. Some would say that this would be the end, that the end is near, and those are the people that disliked us. While the others that liked or enjoyed us would say that this is a new chapter, a second chapter. Something's coming, right? Is that what you would all say? The ones who joined early, they would say that they were devoted to something greater, to save the world. While others who joined a little later, you could say that they were a bit more creative. But every one of those souls that had joined witnessed the Battle Royale. It was 100 souls, men and women. 1, 2, sometimes 3, maybe even 4 souls to become a victor of an endless, constant fight on an island. Why were we doing it? So we could lose and then go right back to starting it all over? Or winning and then just going right back to doing it again like some kind of causality loop? That wasn't funny. It was painful. It was hurtful. We've evolved. We moved. We tried. New inventions came our way. New weapons. New events. Things we hadn't seen before, like a rocket blasting off in the sky, cracking the sky, looking like a glass window. A beautiful sight, but it was a wake-up call. We also went back in time. We went through dimensions. We got some of our old locations back, even though we missed them dearly. While other places got cold, some stayed the same, warm. A meteor crashed into one of the biggest, most important spots on the island. A lot of people were hurt to see what happened to it. And then a battery cube. Purple. Lightning. Everywhere. Blasting. Destroying the island. Tearing it apart one by one. One by one, I mean the locations that we landed. The places we tried to stay safe. It was not safe anymore. And then, out of all that, we've had so many new evolutions. 10, if I'm not mistaken. Like I said, some of us who were, some that disliked us would call this the end. The end is near, is what they've been saying. While others who enjoyed us, again, say that this is a new chapter, a new book, the start of something new. If you have somehow found this audio recording, whether it was recommended, shown to you, or you found it yourself, congratulations. You found some vital information that might give you a little insight. Now, I don't mean to leak anything, and I don't mean to kind of spoil anything for you. I know everybody's in suspense, and I get that. This audio recording is not meant to put you in constant suspense or to spoil anything. But if you found this recording, you've done all of us a great service. And I will explain why right now. Over the time I've been trapped in a bunker, I've painted on walls, I've seen things, I've seen monsters and robots go completely at each other. I predicted it. A lot of people thought we were crazy. Then, out of the meteor, somebody joined us. The Visitor. You might be asking where all of us are, since the island, kind of, to my prediction, is gone now. What I've also noticed is that sometimes, through the constant evolutions, we've had these numbers. The numbers meant nothing to us. We ignored it, but the Visitor, like I just spoke shortly ago, the Visitor came. The numbers were linked. You saw it on your screens or even on the island. The screens were on the islands. They had timers. They showed everything. And I guess we could say we just disregarded it. We ignored it. Like it was just nothing. We continued to go on our egotistical actions by performing the battle royale. It was not fun. It was not safe. But yet, our egotistical minds decided to keep going and doing what we liked the most, becoming a victor. If my predictions are correct, and everything has gone according to plan, not my plan, just the plan that I predicted some time ago, you should see a circle in front of you. Wavy, sort of. I can't say which light. I don't know what color it is, but I know it's got to be something very beautiful. What you might see is a circle, a very dark circle, with a rim of light. If I'm right, I'm glad that I was. To say something like this, you may call this a circle, a hoop. Not even that. Maybe a dimension. How about a loop? The visitor had came to us, and he dropped some numbers. Well, of course he couldn't speak. I mean, we could, but there was something wrong with him. His face was glitchy. Sometimes he'd perform a little smile. We'd see a little cross on his face. But he dropped these numbers, and I'm hoping that you, or anyone else that's viewing this audio recording, can decipher these numbers. You may be, again, asking where all of us are, the contestants. All of us, in this case, us characters to you. Where are we? They're gone. And somehow I was the only lone survivor. But here's what you can do with the numbers. I may be incorrect by saying this, but sometimes, if not in this portion of the video recording, you may find numbers that might flare on your screen with a number, who knows what it is. Any number, 148 billion, who knows. We know that the visitor dropped numbers and that when he could not speak, it was like he set out an audio recording. Maybe it was something he said, maybe it was something that he did, but here's my theory on it all. Here's the news that you may receive, and it's not leaked. It's not true. It's not false. It is complete theory. It's what I believe, what I predicted, and I hope that I'm right. Because if I'm not around to see it, I hope that you are. The island we've been fighting on is not just our own island. We have more dimensions. That's what this loop is. The rim, the circle, the hoop, whatever you want to call it. Who knows? As Robert F. Jonesy, I can say that the visitor has friends. You've seen them for yourself. Able to access them through a type of shop, maybe, or signals, or things on the ground in the island, or in the sky, the water, the trees, who knows. You've seen something. You had to have. I hope that you have. I hope you've seen all this. Because if you haven't, then you weren't paying attention. Sometimes it was hard to see, sometimes it wasn't. But the best part about it all is that these dimensions also contains the visitor's friends. He crashed here. He didn't mean to. People thought he was the enemy. There are dimensions out there. And somehow, you people from the outside world have contacted us. Seen the evolutions, seen everything, the future, the past, everything on our island. Some of you have been there since the beginning, and some of you have recently joined. Some of you not quite there yet. You're not in the next generation yet. But here's what I'm trying to say. It's my theory, and I hope it's correct. I may be wrong. I'm not there with you now. This is a recording, as I said. I hope you're right to see this. There are dimensions. Your world of the island has come to an end. But the style, the name of what we carry, is not over. We have a new thing. And I say thing because I'm not ready to share, or any of us, if we get to that point, we're not ready to share that information yet. We've wiped the slate clean. We're new. We will be new if we come back. And if we do come back, it's because most of you were faithful. And my theory on all of this is I hope that I'm right about the new dimensions. I hope that we come back stronger than ever. And I hope that the visitor shares what information he has about the dimensional travel, the multiverse even, if that's what it is. There's not much I can share, because I don't have a whole lot. I just saw things before I went in the bunker. And I'm glad I could have, hopefully, helped you with that. Share this with you. This is not anything funny. This is not anything new. This is something that you should have expected for a while. Reaching the end of the recording, I'd like to say anyone who's out there who's listening among this dimension, or any other dimension, if this can be heard, thank you for listening. And my theory is this. Our world is not over, but cleaned and put in a new slate. And that me, Robert F. Jonesy, could share this with you. That we are coming back. My hopes is that we're coming back. I really do hope so. And the visitor has a voice recording. Find out what it is. Decipher it. Make it your own and disperse it among the public. Alright. I'm signing off now. Robert F. Jones, or Robert F. Jonesy, whatever you'd like to call me. Signing out.